Hello, and welcome to the Watch List channel. Today I want to show you the story of a middle-aged man named Cal Weaver, who seeks the help of a suave and confident young man named Jacob Palmer, to help him rediscover his masculinity and find love again after his marriage falls apart. The movie name is Crazy Stupid Love. Let's start. The movie begins with Cal Weaver and his wife Emily having dinner at a nice restaurant. It initially seems like a typical date night for a married couple, but the mood quickly changes when Emily confesses that she wants a divorce. Cal is stunned and emotionally devastated by this revelation. Jessica, the nanny, is playing with Weaver's daughter at home. They unintentionally damage a framed family portrait. Jessica picks up the shattered frame and hides Emily's face, showing to us that she is secretly in love with Cal. As she ascends the stairs, Jessica, by accident, opens the door to Robbie, the older son of the Weavers, who is playing with himself. On the way home, Cal, whose entire world has been broken, is incredibly quiet. To gain Cal's attention, Emily is saying all kinds of crazy things. She drops this bombshell on Cal, explaining that she's been having an affair with a coworker named David Lindhagen. Because Emily won't stop talking, Cal becomes frustrated, opens the car door while it is driving, and falls out onto the road. Emily stops the car, gets out, and moves in his direction. Cal informs her that he will sign everything she requests and that he will depart the following evening. In the meantime, Robbie comes downstairs to apologize to Jessica for what she saw. Robbie admits that he was thinking about her in those moments and tells Jessica that he loves her a lot. The Weavers arrive home and save Jessica from an awkward situations. In the next scene, we meet Hannah, who hanging out at the club with her friend Liz. We also meet Jacob, a young man who approaches Hannah trying to impress her. Hannah, who is clearly indifferent, invents a reason to depart with her friend Liz. Feeling adrift, Cal starts spending his evenings at a local bar, nursing his heartache with drink after drink. He becomes a regular at the bar, known for sharing the sad story of his divorce with anyone who will listen. It's at this bar that he meets Jacob Palmer, a slick and confident womanizer who has a reputation for successfully picking up women. Jacob notices Cal's woeful state and decides to intervene. He approaches Cal, offers him some blunt advice, and suggests that he can help Cal regain his self-confidence and get back into the dating game. Initially skeptical and resistant, Cal eventually agrees to Jacob's proposal. In the next day, Jacob takes Cal under his wing, starting with a complete makeover of Cal's wardrobe. He throws out Cal's outdated and frumpy clothes, replacing them with stylish and fitted attire. Jacob insists on tailored suits, designer shoes, and a sleeker hairstyle. Cal's initial resistance to this change is evident as he feels uncomfortable in his new look, but he gradually begins to embrace it. Beyond the physical changes, Jacob works on building Cal's self-confidence. He advises Cal on how to carry himself with poise, make eye contact, and exude an aura of self-assuredness. Jacob encourages Cal to observe him in action at the bar, where he effortlessly picks up women. Cal watches as Jacob approaches women, engages in charming conversations, and successfully gets their phone numbers. Jacob's moves become Cal's playbook, and he gradually gains more confidence to employ these techniques himself. Cal's transformation is put to the test in the bar scene, where he applies what he's learned from Jacob. He spots a woman in her 40s that he thinks would be perfect for him. He approaches her and does what Jacob has taught him to do but without success. When she tries to leave, he panics and does the opposite of what he was taught and starts being honest and reveal his sad story. This seems to be a successful and takes her home. Cal's transformation yields results, and he begins dating various women he meets at the bar. These dating escapades provide moments of both comedy and introspection as Cal navigates the complexities of modern dating. After being separated for a while, Cal and Emily finally cross paths outside the teacher's office. As everyone who has experienced a broken relationship will attest, the first question they ask each other when they cross paths is whether or not they are dating. Both reply with a no. Cal's world just stops when they finally get to meet Robbie's teacher and find out that she is Miss Honesty, the first woman he ever slept with after breaking up with Emily. In an effort to avoid an unpleasant scenario, Cal makes an effort to play it off in the hopes that the teacher will do the same. Unfortunately, she starts making overt references to the fact that she and Cal are acquainted, and Emily quickly figures it out. Then the teacher drops the bomb and admits that they had slept together and Cal hadn't returned her call, causing Emily to rage out of the building. In an effort to save his relationship, Cal follows Emily outside and unintentionally admits to having slept with 9 different women. To make matters worse, the teacher runs out and yells that Cal praised her the perfect combination of sexy and cute. Finally, Hannah's eagerly anticipated day arrives as she has supper with Richard, her boyfriend, and their co-workers. Hannah becomes excited when Richard demands everyone's attention. But it is not a marriage proposal, as Hannah expected. It is an offer as a permanent lawyer at his company. Hearing these words, Hannah gets angry and leaves him. Hannah walks into the bar, sees Jacob, gives him a kiss, and asks if they may leave. They get to Jacob's home. Although Hannah first comes off as confident, she progressively loses that confidence. To avoid reversing her decision, she inquires about his big move, a move that would make any women want to have sex with him. At first, Jacob is hesitant to tell Hannah his secret, but when she starts to become restless, he reveals that he has the power to make the big move from the movie Dirty Dancing. When Hannah tries it, it clearly works, and things are progressing exactly in the direction that both parties desire. Even if at the beginning they plan to have sex, they end up staying awake all night talking about themselves. They end up emotionally connecting. Hannah and Jacob quickly become romantically involved, and as a result of the time they spend together, Jacob eventually distances himself from Cal Weaver. Cal relapses into a lonely and depressed state since he doesn't understand why Jacob is avoiding his calls. At the same time, 13-year-old Robbie attempts to win the affection of his 17-year-old babysitter, Jessica, by making a number of extravagant gestures. Robbie shares with Cal his belief that Jessica is his soulmate, just as he holds that Cal is Emily's soulmate. Unfortunately, Jessica has a thing on Cal and finds Robbie's advances repulsive. After discovering Cal's womanizing behavior, Jessica, following a classmate's suggestion, captures nude photos of herself to forward to Cal and stashes them in an envelope hidden within her dresser drawer. Subsequently, during one of his clandestine nocturnal yard maintenance sessions at the house, which he has been doing in secret since their divorce, Cal observes Emily through a window as she places a call to him. She requests his assistance in relighting the furnace's pilot light, even though she's clearly not near the furnace. Recognizing that this call is merely a pretext to engage with him, Cal resolves to make an effort to win her back. While Jacob and Hannah browse through the store's aisles, Jacob, at last, returns Cal's calls and offers an apology for his previous unavailability. He explains to Cal that he requires advice because he believes he's developing feelings for a girl and is en route to meet her mother. Cal provides reassurance to Jacob, encouraging him to stay true to himself, and concludes the call with a sense of satisfaction, happy that Jacob has finally reached out and that he could offer guidance, reversing their usual dynamic. As part of his effort to win his wife back, Cal and his children construct an impromptu mini-golf course in their backyard, aiming to evoke memories of his first date with Emily. During this gathering, Jacob and Hannah make an unexpected appearance at the house, revealing that Hannah is, in fact, Cal and Emily's daughter. At that precise moment, Jessica's father, Bernie, arrives and assaults Cal after stumbling upon the envelope containing Jessica's nude photos, mistakenly addressed to Cal Weaver. Jessica intervenes desperately, insisting that Cal had no knowledge of the pictures. Robbie becomes upset upon learning that Cal is Jessica's secret crush. Shortly after, David arrives to return Emily's jacket from a previous date, which prompts Jacob to attack David for supposedly taking Emily away from Cal Weaver. This escalates into a physical altercation involving Cal, Jacob, David, and Bernie, ultimately quelled by the arrival of the police. In frustration, Cal departs, leaving everyone behind. Cal returns to frequenting the bar and is paid a visit by Jacob, who openly admits to being in love with Hannah. Cal, though, finds it difficult to endorse their relationship due to his awareness of Jacob's history of pursuing multiple romantic interests. During Robbie's 8th grade graduation ceremony, he is named salutatorian and delivers a speech in which he expresses his disbelief in the concept of true love and soulmates. However, Cal intervenes, redirecting the narrative by sharing his own journey of courtship with Emily with the audience. He admits uncertainty about their future but vows never to give up on Emily. Inspired by his father's determination, Robbie rekindles his affection for Jessica, earning applause from the audience. After the ceremony, Cal eventually gives his blessing to Jacob and Hannah's relationship. Robbie declares his love for Jessica, who responds by giving him an envelope that may or may not contain her nude images in order to get him through high school. Robbie smiles as he watches Cal and Emily laugh as they reminisce about the happenings of the past year. Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification, so you can watch more video like this. Thanks for watching.